I'm really excited. Again, it's been a long 3 games not having one of our best players out there. So he's excited. We're excited, and it's obviously been a while since he's played a game, but just glad to get him back going for sure.
Dabo, this is Larry. When would we see sort of full go in practice? I guess for the first time.
Last week. He was close to the weight game, but just not quite there. But last week, and he was able to kind of make another jump where he needed to be.
Are they blitzing a lot more this year under Gentry than they were last year under Steele?
Not really. No, I mean they've not been a huge. I mean they pressure, but not a huge pressure team. I don't remember exactly from last year what the percentages was, but they've been. They're really good up front. They're deep. They're good at backer, but not a. Most of their pressure has been situational as opposed to just kind of throughout. You get down in the red zone, they're going to light you up for sure, but not quite as much pressure as you think. They haven't had to. They haven't had to because they can cover and they can get pressure with that front that they got.
Head coach, it's David Hood. Now that your team has had a chance to rest up and reset and self-scout and then get back into the routine of a game week, what is the mindset of this group, coaches and players alike? And, how do you feel about your prospects heading into this, final 6-game stretch?
Man, I'm just we're trying to beat Miami. I know that's not the answer you want, but that's all we're worried about. I mean, we're not worried about 6 games. I mean, we're just trying to win 1 game, and then we'll regroup from there. That's really the only mindset we got, was having a good practice today, truly.
So to piggyback off of that, then, how has this team responded, since they came back from the break? And, do you like what you've seen out of these guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's been excellent. I mean, I thought we had a good week last week, and back-to-back really good practices, just coming off the field now. Guys are excited to get back out there and go play. I mean, we know we're playing a great team and in a great environment and all that stuff. So, big challenge, and they're working their tails off to prepare. These guys have done that all year. I mean, they understand that. The depth of our preparation is ultimately, what determines your success and gives you a chance. So they've been excellent, all week.
This is Larry again. Miami receivers just have lots of yards after the catch. It seems to have had a hard time getting their receivers on the ground. How big of a challenge is that? Just tackling in addition to coverage.
Yeah, tackling is always at a premium, especially when you've been off. We've done a lot of competitive work last week and this week, yesterday and today, to try to make sure we're sharp and ready to go as best we can. But they've got excellent skill, guys. They've broken a lot of tackles on about everybody they've played, but they're a big screen team. So they do get a lot of yards after the catch. A lot of them are screens that they execute very well, and then they create they've got some guys that can create a little bit of space with their route running technique that, can turn into yards after the catch. So it's a really good group, and quarterback's accurate and good player. So it's important. It's going to be, very, very important in a game like this that we tackle well for sure.
Mascoll's going to play his 60th game this weekend. Can you just kind of reflect on how the COVID year has been with y'all and being able to have an extra full season with a number of guys that would have been there 4 years and another five versus 6, and if you're sad to see that end, maybe with these last few years of that coming up?
No, I'm not sad to see it end. That's for sure. I think from a roster management standpoint, I'm happy when I don't even know when it is in. We got another couple years before that ends. But it's been great for Mascoll. I'll tell you that, man. I mean, it's made all the difference in the world for that young man. He is just blossomed, and it's a reminder that what a developmental game this is, and it's a game of maturation, and he's just really matured as a young man. He's developed as a player. He can really run. His body, he's in a great spot. He's long, and he's playing very physical, and he's just confident. I'm really proud of him. I mean, he's playing himself into an NFL prospect, and last year he's probably a free agent for sure. And this year he's given himself, better opportunity if he'll continue to play the way he's playing. He's certainly, getting on everybody's radar because he's taking advantage of the opportunity that he's had.
Coach Swinney, Ross Martin with 24/7 Sports. Did you watch the Miami UNC game live on Saturday?
I did. I mean, I wasn't there. I watched it on TV, but I did watch it. Yep.
When you're watching, Scott Miami, obviously, is there just a natural instinct to kind of see the Tar Heels knowing they're coming up, or is it just focused on, all right, we're focused on the Hurricanes on defense, Hurricanes on offense, or is it just human nature to kind of see what UNC is doing, knowing that you have them coming up?
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to understand our world in that, whatever I'm watching on TV, I'm going to break it down to the nth degree the next day, right? So I watch it. I watched a little bit of both because obviously you got two opponents that you're going to play, so you certainly get a peek at both sides. You do that every week when you're scouting whatever opponent that you're playing. They might be playing somebody that's on your schedule down the road. You get some, you gain some knowledge there too. So I see it all. I watch closely with the team that we're playing. I'm watching their personnel and, just the flow of the game, rhythm of the game, play calls, structure, whatever it is, offensively, defensively. But, then I just try to enjoy the game and certainly hard to not see the other team as well, whether they made a good play or a bad play.